Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part two of the ultimate guide for Scum in 2023. In part one, we looked at the best way to start your character, and today we are going to be looking at looting. Okay, so I said in part two, we're going to be trying to craft these items. That's going to help us quite a lot. This little town in front of us is not really something that we can rely on. So what I think is I'm going to make my way straight here. That town has a bigger chance to give us what we need. And we might make a stop at the boot camp. And I'll give you the reasons why. So when I look at a town, I'm looking at certain objectives, depending on where I am in my gameplay. At the start, I basically just want to loot houses to see if I can maybe get lucky clothing. Definitely looking for thread, as we need thread, okay, to craft the bigger backpack, which is going to help us quite a lot. So yes, in towns you get these workshops. These workshops are very, very important for nails, bolts, barbed wire, screwdrivers, tools that you need to build a base, like saws and axes and stuff like that. So always search very, very properly. We can use this to level up our demolition skill. So we're going to take that right now. And yeah, just good to, like there, okay? We just got inventory space right there. Okay. Now we're going to cut up this into rags. Just because we don't want to waste it. There we go. So we've got dirty rags. I think it takes 5 dirty rags and then it takes 2 rope. The backpack. Okay. So we've got the dirty rags. We've got more inventory space, which is really, really nice. And yeah, the sound is back up since we're not gonna chop bushes. You can always close the doors behind you so that you don't, so if somebody drives past here, they don't see an open door and, maybe stop here. Some people like hunting other players down, so any sign of life, they'll make a pit stop there. Very, very important to always scan your area. The tab key basically tells you what's 360 degrees around you, which you've got sight on. So let's say there's a screwdriver lying right there. If I'm here and I press tab, I won't see it. But if I'm here, I'll see everything around me. So you must have vision of it, but not with your eyes, okay? Your character, let's say you've got 500 eyes right around your head. When you press tab, it will show you everything that you can see, okay? So again, we're going to take the locks because a lock is always important. We're not going to take the cigarettes at the moment. And yeah, there's matches. We can take the matches. That's a fridge. And that's basically what I'm looking for. Clothing, a lucky backpack, maybe a weapon if I'm lucky. But it's very important to search absolutely everything. Okay? Like I say, if you can go through windows, do so. Make sure you go right around houses. There can maybe be a vehicle hidden somewhere, especially in these little farm towns. I call these farm towns, and you can easily find a vehicle hidden somewhere, okay? And I want to get, there's Tanya, just being friendly towards everyone on the server. I want to get feathers because to get really good arrows at the trader, you need quite a lot of fame. Yes, you need quite a lot of fame, okay? I'm going to grab scrap metal. Having 2 scrap metal is always good. And yeah, like the farm towns are very, very small, so don't skip anything. I know sometimes you think, you know, I don't want to climb the ladder. It's going to take time. It's very important to try and not be in a rush at the beginning, okay? Because someone on Essie was looking for a nail for a very, very long time. And if he climbed the ladder, he would have found a nail, okay? If he was me at this point. These are little hen, you know, like chicken dens, and this is where we can get feathers. Okay, exactly what we're looking for. You can get some eggs here as well. So there we get the feathers. And we've got the scrap metal. The feathers and the scrap metal will help us. Don't know if I looted that place. There's another scrap metal. I'll take that. And as you guys can see, inventory space is a big problem in the beginning. Okay, quite a big problem in the beginning. Again, going to try and maximize my experience here. Okay. So yeah, very, very important to try and get that thread or get that clothing to help you with inventory space. Now, this biker pants is going to give us a little bit more inventory space, so we're going to take it. And then we're going to cut up this into rags. We can cut up the other pair of pants as rags as well, because we know what we need for the bigger backpack. Okay, we've already got 5 rags, so we just want rag strips at this point. Okay, if we go to the crafting menu and we click there, we see that it's 2 puppet skins. Okay, we can go there, 2 puppet skins, 5 rags, 2 rope. Okay, that's why we need 10 of this, but we still need the thread. But it doesn't matter, we're still preparing it, and we can save a lot of space, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so 10 rag strips are going to take up 10 slots, so we actually need 15 slots for everything that we need. Okay, for the 10 rag strips and for the 5 rags, we need 15 slots in total, which is quite a lot. But we can make a bundle of rags. Okay, which takes us from 5 slots to 2 slots, and we can make 2 bundles of rag strips. Okay, so instead of using 15 slots, we are only using 4 slots. Okay, very, very, very important to manage your inventory. And we can still make a quiver. Like if we really, really need 3 extra slots, we can still make a quiver. But for now, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if we're going to find a backpack or thread, or, you know, the future is still unknown. So we are not going to act like things are going to go wrong right from the start. And like I say, if you can use the window, use the window. Just to not let anyone know you're here, and press the tab button regularly. Because the yellow screwdrivers seem to be hidden in very, very weird spots. And look at the trees every now and then. Okay, especially at the farmlands. The farmlands have got a lot of trees and plantations. This thing is giving you 21 grams of carbs. Okay, so very important to search everything. And I don't think I've searched this house. No, I'm almost sure I haven't searched this house. Everything you search has got a percentage chance to give you something. Like I say, tab, just to see what's in your vicinity. So we didn't get lucky, but we got a shirt. Gave us inventory space. We got the necessary rags and rag strips that we need. So what we are gonna do now that we're done here, is we're gonna go for a bit of a bigger town. Now that bigger town does pose a bigger threat, but I like to be more central. Going for the big city is, of course, a fantastic start to your gameplay. But again, it's very, very dangerous in the big city, okay? Although it's dangerous there as well, but I'd like us to focus a bit more on towns just for now. And I think between the boot camp, that little military tent site there, and the town, we can get quite good loot. And if we don't come right, we can always go to the big city. Okay, so I'll meet you guys later, and we will meet up there at the boot camp. Okay, so before I go to the boot camp, I do want to craft the compass as soon as possible. Now, with 2 scrap metal, a bolt, and a nail, I can craft the toolbox. Okay, 2 scrap metal, 1 nail, 1 bolt. Again, I'll show you how easy it is to make a blunt weapon, and we can cut down a tree for planks. But I need a scrap metal for the compass. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check what's here. This is also another little farm town. I'm first going to go there and then there. Okay, and then when you run across corn or potatoes, just look down at the base, okay, and search all the corn that has got corn on it. Okay, you can't search this one. There is no corn on this one. Okay, so you have to search the corn at the base with the corn on it. And corn and potatoes are really, really, really good. Okay, and I'm struggling a bit with water, so a lot of carbs, but the big thing is the water. Between these 2 corn, it's going to give me 270 milliliters of water. Okay, so depending on what your needs are, you have to look at the nutritional value of what you're searching for. Okay, I'd like at least 400, so 3 corn is a nice aiming point for me, because I'd like to get at least 300 130 plus 130 plus 130, 400. Okay, I'd like to get at least 400 milliliters of water, and I'm gonna need 3 corn, okay, to give me. You can see there the water. Look at the water. Okay, yes, it's giving me carbs, which is good for me, but for now I'm more focused on the water, because I don't have any clean water source around me. The yellow is the energy value of it, but look at the water, 377 milliliters of water. Okay, so that's going to help us. You can see our water has already gone up, and now we're going to go further. Okay, see what this little farm town has for us. And I'm basically just looking for scrap metal, guys. And if there are houses, then of course I'm going to quickly look for the thread. Okay, doesn't help looting if you can't put the loot anywhere. Always remember that. And again, look at the farms. Look at the little farmlands. Look at all this corn. And these are safe areas. Okay? All these little spots. This is a town. That is a town. All the little spots are places where not a lot of people come, but it's priceless for the resources that you need. And I'm just moving backwards to, for the pupper to take a little bit longer to get to me. Leveling up my archery skill as I go along. I've got enough rags and stuff like that. But again, every workshop, I never skip a workshop. Okay? I never skip a workshop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've stumbled across a World War II bunker. I'm not really interested in anything at the World War II bunker, but I want to level up my archery skill. Okay, so whenever I see a puppet, I want to shoot it as many times as I can to level up my archery skill. Okay, I'm very, very slow with the bow. So I want to get the XP. I want to get to basic. I need to get to at least basic archery as fast as I can. We're 83% there. Hitting them twice in the leg and then once in the head is the best way. But I don't suggest going for the head with the third shot, because you are going to miss a lot. And most of the things that you find in World War II bunkers are a bit broken. Okay, that headshot could have helped. Yeah, that headshot helped me a lot there with the experience. I think there's one more puppet left here. If we didn't have a tactical jacket, we could have worn a tactical jacket, but this is fine for me. Doesn't carry a lot of weight, but I'm not really worried about the weight. And yes, like I say, there isn't really a reason for me to loot a World War, this bunker at this moment. But again, okay, every puppet I kill levels up my archery skill, and now we're at basic. So let's get to that boot camp. Okay, here we are at the boot camp. Okay, what can we lose? We can lose bolts, which is worth something. We can craft everything we have on us quite quickly. So the risk versus the reward is good. Okay, I thought there was at least one vehicle here, but I was wrong. So we're just going to quickly see what's inside here. There's another nail, which is important. And the puppets work, the sentries work exactly like puppets, guys. Exactly what I explained to you with sentries, or with puppets. That's how sentries work, okay? It's just you don't want a sentry to detect you, and you can hide from a sentry in a bush. Okay, so right there we find a backpack and a pistol holster. Okay, big upgrade. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's got 20 slots instead of 25 slots, but it was already worth the risk just because of the loot space that we have gotten right now. Okay. And I'm just going to press tab a few times so that I can turn this. You can turn it by holding in your mouse button, left mouse button, and holding control. Okay, you hold control to move it. So left mouse button, hold control, mouse wheel to turn it. If it does want to turn, tap control a few times. Okay, and I'm using those little slots there. So it was already worth it. And we're just going to loot all of this. All these, every single container here. And see what we find. Okay. First find. 7 broadhead carbon arrows. Which is insane. Okay, insane. Second find, military shirt. Seven rounds for Desert Eagle. We don't know if we're going to find a deagle, but we're going to take it. military helmet. MP5 magazine. Okay guys, I am done with the half moons now. I don't want to spend too much time in here. Loot space is still my focus, okay? And I will give you guys training with the sentries when we get to a certain place. Just know that if you hide in the bush from them, the bush must cover you quite properly. Now I'm going into these little bunkers here because they are really, really, really good for clothing and stuff like that. But be very careful of the windows. So every time the sentry comes to the door, I'm going to hide from him. You know, I want to be like when he's walking this way, I want to be behind him. When he walks back, I want to be behind him. Okay, just like the 180-degree method that I showed you guys. Then we get military pants. Okay, told you guys that is great for inventory space. Again, he's going to turn, so I want to be behind the arc. Again, he's going to walk that way. Just want to be behind his vision arc. And the military pants has got a lot more inventory space. Okay? And we need inventory space. Now I'm just going to search all of this. Again, a shirt. You can search the mattresses for money, but there are way better ways to make money in Scum. And we're going to do all of these. And I'll show you guys what I find. If there's a... Like, there's going to be showers here at the back, okay? So, once you see the soldiers are sleeping here, there's showers. Once you see the soldiers are eating here, then there's a kitchen at the back, which will help you quite a bit. Okay, so I just want to get this puppet here. If you can shoot puppets safely, do so. Okay, I need to take the gap. And not sure why I can't see these arrows. Okay, I don't care. I'm going to go around. Attract the puppet. Okay. There's no sentries in this line of mine. There's a puppet coming. Just stay calm. 3 in the leg. 1 in the head. Okay. You could have always gone a run back, and you can switch the arrows if you want to. The other arrows are way better. Okay, but we're just gonna search all these rooms now quickly and see what we can find. Again, I'm using the barracks walls to protect me. Okay, and I'll run to attract the sentry. And I want to take them on one by one. And once I switch to the better arrows, it's fine. The better arrows are much better. If she sees me, I'm going to press escape. She didn't see me. I'm going to make a bit of noise. Okay. Always run in a circle to make a bit of noise. And like I say, these arrows are priceless. Major difference. That's why I wanted to upgrade the arrows. Okay. So let's just quickly see what we can find here. Found a waste bag. More inventory space. Another backpack if we needed it. Thread. We have just found the thread, ladies and gentlemen. and something to wear, which we don't really need right now. Okay, just want to stay out of his vision here. Just want to stay out of his vision. If I can't see him clearly, he can't see me clearly. There we go. Just going to turn around. Want to be behind his arc. And that's it, guys. That's all we found. We got hit by a puppet once. I think taking that exit is the safest way to go. You can always just use third person here. And like I say, you can be behind a bush or you can be inside a bush. Okay? Just make sure that the bush covers you completely and he won't be able to see you. Okay, so they turned around. All we searched was the half moons and these barracks. We didn't stay there forever. And now we only need to get we can already make the sewing kit, okay, because we've got a needle. Okay, now we can just get a bow. Yes, we've got a needle, okay, so we can make the sewing kit if we want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncraft these bundles of rags, and use 5 uses of the thread, okay, to make a silencer. So I need 5. I don't know, where is the 5? Okay, let's uncraft this. Okay, a silencer is going to help you a lot to not get detected by the sound that your bow makes. You see 5 uses, and now with the 5 uses that we've got left, we can craft the sewing kit, but we need a bow needle from a puppet, okay? But we can put on the silencer now, and that's going to help you a heck of a lot if you ever go into an abandoned bunker. So yes, guys, I think it was definitely worth the risk, okay? That's what we look like now, just because we went in there. Can we die? Sure, we can die. But I hope you understand the basic concepts of looting now. When you enter an area, compare the risk to the reward. For instance, if I've got nothing to lose, I'll always go into the big city because the rewards are just so high that I don't care if I die in there. If you don't want to die, focus on all the farmlands. You can loot all the farmlands, and the risk of running into someone will be very, very low. Then you go to towns, then you go to military points of interest. But again, ask yourself what you're looking for. We were looking for inventory space, and we got inventory space. Okay? And now I'm looking for one more piece of scrap metal, and I know for a fact I'll find a piece of scrap metal there. But if I think that town is a little bit too popular, I'll go to this town. Okay? So, again, don't want to make the videos too long. Let's make this part 1. Let's make it the first section of looting. And then in part 3, okay, we will continue looting and focus on how to get geared. If you enjoyed this episode and you learned something, please do me a favor and click that like button. And yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future videos. If there's anything that you didn't understand or any questions that you'd like to ask me, please leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.